Ya sabía que no llegaría.
Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jose, and today I want to show you something very interesting about BET9JA that maybe you probably don't know. So this thing is it's an eye opener to you and to everybody out there who has been betting with BET9JA. So this is my BET9JA website. Now the truth is, this thing is very cool. Many people doesn't know about it. You don't even know that it exists. You don't know this kind of game. So I've taken my time to bring it up to you, and I hope you really enjoy it. So just keep watching as I put you through. Now, apart from the normal football betting, win, draw, 10 minutes draw, double chance, win or draw, both win, draw no bet, the normal goals, yellow cards, and the first half draw, no red card, the over 1.5, over 2.5, over 3.5, win, and over 3.5, win and under. All this stuff. This another interesting package on this BET9JA website that we don't really know about, and is what I want to bring up about it. Now, if you log into your BET9JA site using either using the phone or using your handset or using your system, you're going to see by this other side here there's an option. Okay, so this option is what I want us to focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom my camera towards the side. So let's zoom my camera. Okay, let's zoom it. Okay, I think the zoom is okay now. So I'm going to navigate towards the side. Now let's turn the camera a little bit. Okay, so now if you look at this side here, if you look at the upper side here, there's what we call the betting. It's called soccer special. Okay, so I would really like to talk about this soccer special. Okay, now this soccer special is what I want to talk about. Now you look at the soccer special here where my mouse is. Now the soccer special contains some interesting features that you never knew could exist, or maybe you've been seeing the soccer special for some time but you don't really know what it's all about. So, well, don't worry, because I'm here to cover you up. I'm going to tell you everything about it. Okay, so let's go to the soccer special. Once we log in, I'll explain everything a little bit to you. So it's logging now. Okay, let's go. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, now the soccer special has open now. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the options. In the soccer special, we have anytime goal, player, minutes, anytime goal, player, minute. This shows if you open this option now, you're going to see options like they're going to name a player, and then they'll ask you to choose between when and when do you think the player is going to score a goal. It's a very good option because there's something very interesting about it. So let's open it and see the player time scorer. Okay, so it's open up. Very good. Let's take our camera back to the main view here. Let's zoom out rather. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, now we have the soccer and anytime the player anytime goal, player, minute. So now we have Vardy, Leicester City. Let me use Vardy for instance, from Leicester City. Now if you want Vardy to score between 0 minutes to 15 minutes, you can select this option. If you want to score from 16 to 30 minutes, you can select this option. Then if you think Vardy is going to score from 31 to halftime, 31 minutes to halftime, or from 46 to 60, or 61 to 75, or from 76 to 8 to full time, that's to 90 minutes or 90 plus, you can select on the option. Now there's a trick with this option. The trick I used sometimes is very simple. Take for instance, I want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are all in all for Vardy on this match day, that's November 4th. There are 6 options. Okay, you can say, okay, I'm not sure if Vardy is going to score in any of these things. So I have 6,000 naira. I can reserve 6,000 naira for this option. I'm going to play 1,000. Vardy score from 0 to 15 minutes. I'm going to play 1,000 here, 1,000 here. So by the time you play 1,000 naira on all of these options, you just be praying that Vardy score. Once Vardy score in the match, it doesn't matter which minute, because your 6,000 naira has covered all the matches here, all the options here. So if Vardy score from 0 minute to 90, whatever minute, if Vardy happen to score, you win at least 8,500. So you can deduct your 8,500 from, you can deduct your 6,500 from 8,000, so that will be your gain if Vardy score from 67 to 76 to full time minute. If you score from 61 75 minutes, then you have 9,000. If you won 9,000. If you score from 46 to 60, then you've won 11,000. If you score from 31 to half time minutes, then you won 10,000. But if Vardy happens to score from 0 to 15 minutes, and this is where you're going to be praying so hard, let Vardy score between the first 15 minutes. And if you score between the first 15 minutes, you're going to hammer. You go hammer, my guy. You go hammer. You go make so much money. Okay, so that is the trick here. You can play on all of these options. Take for instance this guy, default. If you buy default market, then default score in the game, you can win at least 9,000, 15,500 there. So it's a very good bargain that I want to do. But the fuck up now is, if you play on this game and the guy at the end of the day he didn't score a goal, my brother, it's gonna be dangerous for you. Okay, but there are good options that you can always go with, like guys like Morata, Chelsea. Depends on the city. All this fine, the Rooney scoring, the all this fine. So you can just, it's gambling. You can just take the risk, play the game the way you want, but just hope that your guy scores, because if your guy doesn't score, you just blow your 6,000. But it's risk anyway. But if you score, maybe in the first 5 minutes, it's gonna be credit to you. So now we're going to take another option. Let's take that one out. So we are going to take another option now from the next option. We have first goal method. Now let's open it. Now the first goal method talks about how would they score the first goal of the match. What do you think they will be what is the method that the first goal of the match is going to be scored? Okay, is it going to be a shot that somebody kick the ball to the net? It's going to be a head, that someone head the ball to the net, or a penalty kick, or a free kick, or on goal. Okay, so there's no option for no goal. So if at the end of the match no one score a goal, then the ticket is void. Okay, they'll deduct the order of the ticket, then settle you for the other ones that you've won successfully. So we have down, you take for instance this Stoke City and Leicester City match. You can put the order that the first goal of the match was going to be a shot, so someone will score with shot. It doesn't matter whether it's a tap-in or it's a powerful shot like the Aguero type of shot or Luis Suarez type of shot, or it's going to be a tap-in, a very cheap tap-in like the one scored by like the one scored by Cristiano Ronaldo, tap Ronaldo. Okay, or it's going to be a powerful dribble from midfield to center as done by Lionel Messi. But it doesn't matter as long as it is not a head or penalty or free kick or an own goal. If you select the shot, you can score. So here too, you can use the same method I have told you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you can select on any game, but this one is a little bit risky. So what you do is you can select on any game from here, and then you play them to win. Okay, so maybe you can select any game here and then play to win. That the first goal method. So once the goal method enter, if you select header and the header goes in, but they mostly score with shots. So it's good to select a shot goal, so that the first goal is going to be scored by shot. Okay, but clubs like Leicester City, they always score with heading, so you just have to be careful. Even Southampton score with heading most of the time, so you just have to be careful. But it's a very good option if you want to venture into it. It's really gonna help you. Then we have another one on the list, is player versus players. Okay, now the player versus player is another interesting stuff. Like if Stoke City is playing against Manchester United and Bournemouth is playing against Chelsea, they're going to select a player from each team. For instance, Choupo-Moting from Stoke City is selected against Defoe. Now if in their respective matches, who score more goals wins the match. For instance, if you select Defoe as the winner of this game, if at the end of the day Defoe score more goals than this young man here, Choupo-Moting, before your ticket is in. Okay, so it's just the player versus the player. So draw is they score the same amount of goals. Even if these guys are not playing against each other, it doesn't matter. So as long as who score more goals, you select who score more goals, and if that person who score more goals, he won. So that is the player versus player. We have Mahrez from Leicester City versus Perez. Ayoze Perez from Newcastle. Then we have Shaqiri from Stoke City versus Andrew Ayew. Then we have Antonio from West Ham versus Ince. Then we have Brady versus Cleverly